Hey guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix these wires because these connections are, first of all, not waterproof, and second of all, they look a little weak. Same thing with this yellow wire. So I'm gonna put new connections on it, so it'll be waterproof, and for sure it's gonna be very, very tight. I brought some other wire just in case I decide to go with a thicker wire connection, but I'm gonna try first with what I have right here from the kit itself, because I would like it if it were like that, like the ones over here that are waterproof because of what I did. So let's try that out and see if it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the new connections, and I'm gonna get the shrink for that, so it'll be waterproof afterwards. Okay. I really didn't need all this wire. I mean, all this shrink wrap, but whatever. The more the merrier, I guess. Okay, we're gonna let that cool off. And we're gonna try putting this on top of that. This is a little larger. Hold on. So this one's a little larger, and it should work. Perfect. So then we slide this guy in here. Is it still hot? A little, just a little hot. So I should be able to just put it right about there. Nice. Nice. You see that? That's pretty nice. So I'm gonna let that cool off. I'm gonna do the yellow one here. Wait. Okay. Okay. This guy in. Alright. Let's let that cool off. Let's do this one. Just about that much. Oh well. Let's let it cool off because I don't want it. I don't want the heat that that's got right now to start shrinking this while I'm still trying to put it on. This one turned out perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, this one should be good. All right. Just about that. Let it cool off, and we're ready to go. We can throw these out to the trash. I guess we won't be needing this or this. Or this. What I'm going to do, or try to do, is that the wires run on the outside. It's just, I don't want them, for whatever reason, if they ever loosen off, which hopefully it never happens, if they ever loosen out, I don't want it to hit the belt, the drive belt system, because that would be bad. Ripping out the cables and all of that while the engine's still running. That would be a sad story. I think I can do that. I'm gonna just run them on the outside instead of what I did with the other Explorer a long time before. I had the wires running through here, so the fan shroud comes down, and I had the wires going like this underneath. The downside to that, here's the big fat downside that I never thought of when I did that on the other one. The downside to it is that if you ever have to move a cable from the fan or the thermostat here, you have to drain the coolant. And I never thought about that before when I was younger. So now that I think about it, I think it's best to make it simpler. If I have to work on it, or the wires loosen off, or whatever reason, I can work on it without having to remove the upper fan shroud and the upper radiator hose to get the wires loosened off. Yeah, because I mean, let me just test this, what I just said. I haven't really tested that, but I'm gonna either prove myself wrong or prove myself right on this. for this test to work, I need to be able to sit this down like, there we go. Okay. Okay. So, if my explanation is correct, see, say you have all this and then you have to lift this out of here to get to a wire. You see? I mean, you would only have room enough to like probably move the wire from underneath that lip. This lip right here that you can probably barely see on the camera. You only have that room. That's it. So my goal would be to have the wires run maybe tied up to this with a zip tie or something similar, because I don't want them to hit that the belt system. So yeah, I think that's the best way we can go. Best route we can all take right now will be that. So let me just take this off again. That's the life of modifying stuff. You gotta check, double check, triple check, quadruple check everything before you put it all together. That is how it all works. So this one's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this one. Okay. That one has no trouble. I mean, this one's very long. This one right here is super long. The one that might be a little bit of trouble is this yellow one, because now, since I've cut a piece of it off, it might be a little too short now, or a little shorter than I would comfortably feel using. But let's give it a try. See if we can make this work. Okay. It's in. So I'm gonna probably have a little bit of a hard time getting this brown wire. No, I mean the yellow wire. Yep. Getting that yellow wire from not getting pinched when I drop that fan shroud. Yep. I guess later I can just put a, let me move this over. I guess later I can install a zip tie right here, and for the other wires I'll probably do the same thing. We'll probably do all in one. Yeah, I guess I could do that all in one, so they can stay away from that, especially this right here. Stay away from the AC clutch. Alrighty, so I think it looks good. Much better than it used to be. I do need to pass a wire through here like this. This yellow wire specifically has to run down through here. I need to make a hole right here. So, not really a hole, but more like a cut downward, large enough to fit both wires. I will run the yellow one first and then the red one on top of it. So that way when I put the cap on this, it will close and not pinch the wires. Because, yeah. So I'm going to go get a zip tie. Yeah, I'm going to get zip tie on that. Okay. almost had it. Okay. Let me just run it the other way. I'll pull this wire. Okay, and that's probably better. Yeah. This brown one, I'm gonna have to put another strap up here somewhere because it's gonna stay a little too loose, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, that yellow one is gonna be already kind of tight. So let's do a test fit. Should fall into place with ease. There we go. Like I said, like a glove. Okay, I'll leave that there. This one, I'm gonna tighten it down. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna leave that there for now. So it fits real nice. Now I'm not gonna do it now, but basically you can now bolt it down. So now I'm gonna get it's not a cutting wheel, but I'm gonna get my tool and I'm gonna go zip like this down, and I'll probably check that I might need to do the same thing on the cover. But for now we're good. We're looking good. So I don't think I need this anymore, or this. Alright guys, I apologize. I thought the camera was running when I did this. So let me just explain. So I got this oscillator tool. It's a oscillating multi-tool. I got this this disc. It's for wood, plastic, and metal. Yes, you can use a cutting wheel to do the same thing. If you do woodwork, but you don't have a cutting tool for whatever reason, you can also use this. Or if you don't have a cutting tool, but you have this, you can do it with this. I cut 2 slots down. As you can see, the wires fit in just perfect. 2 slots down, and then you grab a needle nose, and whatever's left in the middle, just twist, and it comes off. Okay, and luckily, this cover, I don't have to modify it. You'll see why. Let me put it on. So the back part goes on first, and look at this. It's like it was made for that. Easy as that. So I don't have to touch that anymore. And yeah. So now I can start putting this away. Yeah. And checking here everything. Yep. We can bolt this down. And if we ever need to work on any of those things, you can always get a stool and tip over like this so you can see where everything is. Obviously, if the engine is hot, wait for it to cool down, because obviously the upper radiator hose is going to be here, and you don't want to be touching this radiator hose when it's hot. Yeah, so we're good. And all we got left is to organize this in a better spot. Obviously not here. Bolt this down, bolt that down to here. If you guys haven't done so already, remember to torque those 3 bolts back there to 96 inch-pound or 8 foot-pounds. Most likely you're going to use an inch-pound for that one. You could probably torque it a little bit more since that's metal, not plastic anymore. But that's up to you. I torqued it down to 96 foot-pounds, just like the manual says, and we'll see if it ever, leaks again. If it ever leaks, it's gonna leak from here or from where those 3 bolts are holding it down with a gasket. Yeah. I think that's it. And then afterwards, we put the hose back in and start putting the coolant. Yeah. We'll see, guys. We'll see. I am anxious to get this car running again. I don't need this anymore. I don't think so. So, I did manage to find the bolts that are for the upper fan shroud. It was mixed in with these 4 other bolts. These 4 are for the fan blade to the fan clutch. But yeah, that fan clutch is still working. These fan blades are still good. So if anybody out there wants either one of them, I wouldn't really sell a fan clutch, even though I don't know how long that's been there. I don't even know if this is original. I don't see any brand, any Ford logo anywhere. So this might have been already replaced. I'm not sure. The blade should be original. Nobody really changes out the blade. But I don't see a logo anywhere either, so yeah, if anybody's interested, comment down below. We'll make it happen. I was gonna get this right here, and that has the 8. Let me go get the 10. That should be a good enough extension. Let's see. It's very windy today, as you can tell. Very windy. So all these 4 bolts that you see here are identical. So it won't matter, because there's 2 for this and 2 for this. So it won't matter which ones you use, as long as you tighten it down. Now is this an 8? It's a 10. think there was one that was an 8. Can't remember which one. I think this is the one that's a little bit more limited on space, but no biggie. We'll make it fit. Okay, that's going nowhere. Okay. All right. Then we can install this guy. I actually sort of prefer the old version of the Ford Explorer. I don't really like this newer version. The old version had this tank over here, not in your way. It didn't have this right here for the radiator. That was the downside, but everything else is like, I think it had more room. I think it had more room because radiator was a lot smaller. It didn't need to be this big. And the reason why this one's so big is because this one actually has the transmission cooler integrated. The old version had it separately, and I actually like it when it's separate. I don't really like it when it's all smashed in together in just one piece. You know, because if this radiator goes bad, that means you have to replace this radiator and get new transmission fluid apart from probably the new coolant that you're gonna need. Okay, so you know it sucks. Yeah, they do make an aluminum. There's somebody out there on eBay selling a full aluminum radiator for this vehicle. And that one you don't have to worry about the drain pipe ever breaking apart. But for this one, you guess you do. Let me see. That's an 8. Okay. I don't know why this bolt has all of these washers. Well, I'll put it back in there like it is. It's gotta have that for some reason, right? I mean, you would think so. Yeah, that bolt's kind of sideways. Like somebody messed with it in the past. So this is the little hook that was holding the rest of this connection that will go down to the fan clutch. So now we should be able to come over, put this down where it goes. Yeah, no issues with the wires, so we're good. I know that one's a 10. jolly good. Okay, what's left? Constantly sounds like there was something moving behind me. Okay, we got this green wire, all these wires to organize somewhere, make it fit somewhere. Okay. I guess I could just put them down like this in here. For now, because I do need to test the car. Don't really have a good spot. Will this really fit in here? Yeah. It'll fit in there. Oh yeah. We got this one. Just to leave it there. There's nothing that moves there. Nothing that moves over here either. Everything that moves is on that side. We do have to find a spot for this wire. I believe taking this wire is not going to give you a check engine light. I believe that's how it's going to be. I think I could zip tie it to this here. Yeah. I get a zip tie. And there we are. I gotta use the other hand. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Okay. No. Okay. This right here should not give me a problem. The corner that's taking right here. Hopefully it won't be. Okay guys, the wires are kind of left loose in here for now. Yeah. But wow, my throat. Okay, I think I was able to clear it out. So tight, everything tight here, everything tight here, or yeah, and radiator's tight in place. I do need to check the lower radiator hose, make sure it's tight down there. So that's it guys. Wow, what's wrong with my throat now? So that's it. You can either leave that open like it is, or you can use some black tape and cover that entrance. But everything is good. If you guys follow this video or video series. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but if you guys follow it like I did the wirings and all of that, then everything should be working. You shouldn't have any issues. So what I'm gonna do is probably most likely end the video here, and if I do need to show you something extra, you'll see it right after I cut it right here. But right now all I gotta do is put in the coolant and bleed the system. So all you guys do that yourself. There's a lot of videos on how to do it. I'll be brief about it. When you add in the coolant, you press here constantly. The upper radiator hose is the easiest one to reach because the other one's way down there. So you press on this, you're gonna feel the bubbles on the equipment that you're gonna use. I'll put a picture here so you guys know what I use, and just use it correctly. Pour the liquid in there and just press on this till you get to a point where there are no more bubbles coming out, and it's just the liquid, the coolant itself, moving like there were waves. So just keep going like that till you get nothing. Once you get to the point where there's no more bubbles coming out, you're gonna leave some liquid in there still, and then you're gonna add liquid here to the cold fill line, not the full hot, the full cold, which is down here. You can barely see it. This is the full hot up here. The cold one is down here. It's like half of this tank, half around the height of this side right here. So you're gonna fill it to that line. You're gonna turn on the car, and you wanna turn it on with the heater on, but not the AC. You don't want the AC to turn on. You just want the heater to turn on. Do not turn on defrost either. Just plain air from outside with hot temperature turned on, and just let it warm up. This fan should kick in whenever this engine has warmed up enough, and if it doesn't kick in, then check your wires. Turn off the vehicle and check your wires. You probably did something wrong. Okay, check back with everything that you did. But other than that, I mean, it should kick in. And when you turn on your AC, that fan should blow at full speed. If it doesn't blow at full speed, check your wires again. It's all about the wires. It's all about that. So I'll leave it there, and see you guys on the next one. That's what I wanted to see. It's working, just like I predicted. And temperature is staying, hold on. Temperature is staying normal. So there we are. Alright guys, so I think this is a job well done. All right. jolly good. It's blowing real good. It's blowing real good amount of air. So again, that's how we're looking. Jolly good, jolly good. Let's go.